Good morning, Raid Shadow Legends. Alright, so last night I got on Twitch. I don't usually get on Twitch. I made an account for Twitch so many years ago when I used to do Call of Duty, and I just haven't been on there. Yesterday, last night, I actually just verified my account information. Let's get into some Raid Shadow Legends stuff while I talk. Let's see what we are. Where are we over here? I'm downloading BlueStacks right now because Nox is kind of giving me a little bit of trouble with my new computer. It's looking much better. It actually, I can't get it to record as fancy as it is right now on here. I still got to work with that. So hopefully with the BlueStacks, I'll be more stable. Let's make sure we can get into here. Let's go into I just got up this morning. It is 8:30. Got up about an hour ago. Wife and kids. My wife's going to take the kids out today. So we already did 2 attacks on Nightmare. Let's see. Okay, 2 attacks at 51 million on auto. I dig that. That's pretty good. We got a new clan boss coming, so we might need some more damage. We'll have to see what the new one. I hope the new one drops me better rewards, because lately, man, my rewards have been terrible. Let's go in here and get a 1 key. What do we got? We have a force clan boss, so little Piggy Iggy's gonna do fine on it. Who else do we have? So Altan's not gonna do well. He's not gonna drop the attack downs at all. But honestly, I got to switch some gear around. My veteran isn't geared properly to go back into that place right now. He needs to be. I've been switching a lot of gear around because I'm doing guides on different champions. So I'm just gonna leave him in here. It's brutal. This isn't what you should do. But anyways, I just want to roll with it this morning. So last night I was watching Twitch. I went over to Darth Maul's dark microtransactions Twitch, because I was in the official, unofficial, different Discord, the one that Bade originally had for Raid Shadow Legends, where we can go in there and we can talk about anything we want in there, and we can say whatever we want about the game or about what's going on. So the Discord's a little fun to go into, to be a part of, because really, you can just go in there and you don't have to worry about being modded, silenced, banned, any of that kind of stuff. So it's nice to have an alternative Discord to go into for raid players and speak your mind, right? It's really nice. So we went into that. They were like, hey, Darth Microtransaction is doing Twitch. Get over there, Stu, see what it's like. You should start doing this. And this week, I've had a lot of other people ask me the same thing. Hey, are you going to live stream? Do you want to live stream? Okay, this is... what is going on? See, I don't understand this. Something is going on in Nox. I've changed settings. It's doing some weird stuff sometimes. My PC is super powerful. If this was a regular... emulators always seem to have problems. So anyways, we go over there. I go into Darth... I always want to say Darth Microtransactions. Darth Microtransactions Twitch. We're going to call him DM from now on. So I went over to see DM. I get in there, and he's talking about they're doing like this whale podcast. They're pulling crazy stuff nonstop. He's got sponsors. It's a really good time. He's drinking a beer. I'm drinking a beer. So I'm like, all right, let's see how this goes. So I get in there. First thing, they're pulling a whole bunch of shards. They're opening void shards. And there's a lot of seducers, and somebody told him to make a seducer, or maybe it was one of his sponsors that watch him. So he does it. He makes a seducer, and I'm like, oh yeah, seducer is pretty. He's not that bad. And Darth looks down there. He's like, mods ban that guy. He's like, seducer's not that bad. Mods ban that guy. I'm like, what the heck? I just got in here, so nobody banned me, but still, I was like, what's going on? So then he's like, is this the real Stu? So I'm like, yeah, DM, this is me. You're in my Discord. We talk. We both do some modding for Polarium. So he's like, all right. So we're talking for a little bit, and he's like, all right, give Stu a mod role. And I'm like, what do I do with a mod role? So we're also talking in the other Discord, the unofficial official Discord. Tagasm, other people. We're having a good old time talking about stuff, talking about streaming, talking about DM. So we're all laughing. We're all in DM's Twitch, watching it anyways. So we're having a good time. So it looks like a lot of fun. It looks like I need to get it set up. Again, my wife's going to take my kids today out shopping, out to a big city train station here in Japan, where they're going to have some fun. Maybe they'll get some chocolate milk from Starbucks. They'll go to some indoor ball place, and then they'll go outside and play at a park. And then they'll get some other shopping done. So what it will do will give me time to keep getting stuff set up here and get my stuff set up for Twitch, because again, I just verified my email account last night to look to see if I could change my name on there. I'm StewGaming TV, so it's the same as right here. It's just StewGaming TV. StewGaming was already taken. And then, so we're in there talking. We're in there doing those pulls. Darth is continually drinking. I can't drink that much because it's still midday. I've got my kids with me. My kids are out for the summer, so it's harder for me to take a lot of time and do this stuff. When my kids go back to school in the beginning of September, I just downloaded, restart my PC. Not yet. I'm just downloaded BlueStacks so I can get that going instead of Nox for a while. So my kids will be back in, no, stop. So I just, when my kids go back to school, they're going to be going to school in the morning here, which is nighttime for the States. So I can actually stream, I can stream at night here too and get a lot of the people in the UK, Singapore, everywhere else over on this side of the world. But I'll also get people in the morning when my kids go to school. I can stream for morning time for me, late night US for you guys. So 6 p.m. on for US. So I will be on during those times, which I think is really good. I'll still pop open a beer. I want to drink a beer. I want to stream. I want to have some fun. It's not going to be any fun if I'm in there by myself, or it won't even be any fun if I'm in there with people. Say I've got 1,000 people in there and nobody's chatting. What I need are people chatting, stirring it up. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Darth DM was like, I can't remember what he said, but he said something to me, and then he said, "Oh, I don't want to seem too familiar," because it was like a joke, it was like a fun time. And I was like, "Nah, man, bust my balls, say whatever you want to say, act like you've known me, like we're a long time friends," because he was talking about somebody that he met, that he was talking to, and about making friends and stuff. So for sure, don't worry about talking to me, which brings me back to another point, because later on that night, somebody told me, "Oh, Stu, you're a really nice guy," because we went over to this. DM did this raid thing on Twitch. I don't know how you do it at the end of his stream, where he took us all, where we could all join and go into another streamer's Twitch, right? And I thought it was so fascinating to me. We all went into this guy, and it was so cool how DM did it. He found somebody who had 2 people in it, so one person streaming, the other person watching or helping them out. And that's what he said before we went in there, and that's exactly what it was. It was this guy called Clam, was his name. He had his stream open, and his real life brother, is helping him do battle chest, helping him do. It's one of the League of Legend battle chests. I don't even know what it's called. I never really got into League of Legend either, so I don't know what the characters are called. But it was cool to watch because we were in there just talking to this guy, and he's chatting it up with us. His brother's trying to give him strategy. Darth Maul's talking about you should do some other strategy. Your brother's leading you the wrong direction. So we're in there doing that at the end of the stream, and it was just so fascinating that we could take everybody that we had, if they wanted to join, go over to somebody else's stream, and we just basically livened this guy's night up. It was late in the, it was like 3 a.m. he said. I was joking around. We asked him where he lived, and then we asked him, what's your street address? And then we told him, I subbed to his channel or followed him, whatever it's called there. And we just started talking to him about the game and everything else, joking around. It was a good time. It was fun to actually do that. to go in there and do that, it was pretty crazy to me. But that brings me around to another point where right when somebody in there said, Stu, you're a really nice guy, it brought me back. I said, hey, did you read that comment today that somebody left me? Where was it? So I've got some comments over here, just pulled up, just a few this morning that I saw. What is this? This guy named Andrei Petreskotsky. Hello. You look like some gang member, but you're actually a nice guy. Well, thank you, Petreskotsky. I am a nice guy, and looks aren't everything, so you can't judge somebody and think that they look like a gang member and that they're, that you should be scared to talk to them. Obviously, if you see a bunch of gang members and it looks like a scary situation, don't go over there. But if you see a couple gang members and they look okay and they're laughing and having a good time and they're interested in what you're interested in or what's going on, then don't worry about it. Say hello. People look different. It's just the way it is. So let's go over it. Let's drop down his comment. So I do have a few other comments here on Raid. So KCM said, "Oh, you lost your sleeves again." I said, yeah, it's summertime, it's hot, so I wear a tank top a lot. And he said, yeah, I feel you, man, it's hot as well. It's blasting like 70 degrees here on average on the summer. 70 degrees on the summer? that's degrees you put. 70 degrees in the summer is not hot. That is a nice day. 95, 100 degrees in the summer is hot. Those are hot days. Those are what we kind of had lately. We got a pool in the front yard now for the kids. It's like a kind of a blow-up pool, but I still put chlorine in it. It still has a filter system that you plug in that has this machine that sucks the water through and stuff. It's a pretty big blow-up pool. My mom got it for us on Amazon. In Japan, you don't have any yards. Like, if you're in the city of Japan, you will never see a yard. So this house is one of the lucky ones that actually has a yard on it. And so we're able to do that little pool thing. So whenever the Japanese people come by, they're a little bit amazed to see a pool out here. So then we have one other one. We have one other one that says, people keep asking me from my Yaga video, how is apothecary? So I need to do an apothecary build. They want to know what kind of gear and all that kind of stuff. You just give them survivability and you give them tons of speed. Speed, because he's laying down the speed for your team and he's helping out everybody. Are we done with this thing? Okay, now I'm not connecting to Polarium. Now this isn't my computer's fault. This is my internet's fault, which, okay, I'm clicking on the wrong thing right here. This is my fault. All right. So something's been acting a little bit crazy with the internet this morning from where I'm at. That's all right. That's all right. We'll get that taken care of. Stu's going to get a new internet line put in right here in this part of the house where I need it. So that is not going well at all. But really, that's all I had to say. I just wanted to talk to you guys and do a vlog. That's what the cool kids call it nowadays, a video log. This morning, I'm working on I'm working on some other champion stuff. Don't worry, I will get some things out. I was a little busy last night with the family. Again, you know, my wife's taking them, so it should be fine. And I'm gonna have a lot of time to go over this stuff. But whoever asked about Cody Apothecary, just make him fast and survivable. You want him to be able to take some hits, but you want him to be like really fast, which is easy to do because you just load him up on HP, defense, get him some, get him Giant Slayer for War Mastery so he can still do some damage. He can do some damage from Giant Slayer, no problem. And whatever else you want in support. Get support to increase those buffs, those speed buffs. Make those speed buffs 3-turn instead of 2-turn so you can keep going faster, keep getting turns, overlapping the enemies, take more turns, take more turns. That's all you got to do for Apothecary. I can do a video on it. It's going to be a video just like that. So there we are. What else was there? I can't think of. Oh, there is an important one. Okay, here. So Deanna, Andre, you should really know this by now. The skill upgrades levels are not additive but multiplicative. I watch your videos and they are really good, but every time you say the same error, for example, if it has a 25% debuff chance at level 1 and then you add a 10% debuff chance, it will go up to a 35% debuff chance. Okay, that is not true. That is completely not true. It's been verified by Polarium, and it's been this way since Summoner's Wars, Might and Magic Elemental Guardian, and all the rest of the gacha games out there. Whenever you have an actual skill chance to proc, if it's 50% and you get a +5, +5, +5, it's going to go up to 65% chance for you to try to activate that skill. So if you get to activate a poison, and I say activate because I'm not going to say apply yet. If you get a chance to activate that poison at a 50% chance, and then you have skills down there, they give it 15% more, you're going to be at a 65% chance to activate that poison. For your guy to say, okay, I'm sending poison out to the enemy. Now the enemy then will have a chance to resist it. That's totally different. That's how it works. So if I have a 75% chance to apply something, and then it gives me an additional 25 in skills, I'm going to have a 100% chance to activate that ability for it to go off. Now whether it applies or not, whether it sticks or not, is depending on accuracy and defense, accuracy and resistance. Now what you're talking about with multiplicative is these things that go with heals and damage. So anytime it tells you additional 20% damage, 5, 5, 5, 5, anytime it tells you additional 10% heal, 10% heal, those are multiplicative. So if you're healing for 20% of HP and you get 10% more of that, it's going to go to 22% HP. That's what you're going to heal for. So that is multiplicative. That is not additive. You're not going to get 20% healing and then add 10% on and it's 30% healing. It will go to 22% healing. Now the skills, like I said, the skills to activate your buffs and debuffs are additive. For sure, 100%. You can ask Polarium. So I just wanted to clear that up for somebody who said that they watch me every day and that they they hate that I do the same error over and over and that they really like my videos. I appreciate the support. Thank you for liking my videos, but I did just want to clear that up. So that's really all I got, guys. That is my vlog. I don't even know what's going on behind us right now, but I really, oh man, I hope I get credit for those. I really liked going on to Darth Microtransactions Twitch. It was really cool. He's a very cool dude. Go check him out. Darth Microtransaction. All you got to do is search for him. His Chorizo or something like that. It's the name of his Twitch. I'll try to find the links. I'll leave them below so you guys can check out his YouTube on Raid Shadow Legends. And then you can also see when he's streaming. And I also want to start streaming too. So I'm going to try to get all that set up with Twitch. But that's really all I've got. Excuse me. That is all I have. I will definitely be getting videos out. It is actually 8:43 now. Right when I close this down, I'm going to get steady to work. So I will see you guys then.